Going on, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, in this audio I should say, I want to briefly talk about the importance of staying in shape year-round. I study a lot of old school bodybuilding, which if you're not new to the channel, you should already know. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, man. I post good content. I post pretty much daily, so come say what's up, man. We're a good community over here. But you know, I study a lot of old school bodybuilding guys, golden era, and even like 90s. I was watching a Shawn Ray video, and he was talking about, and it's a few guys I've heard say this. So it's not just Shawn Ray, it's really all the best bodybuilders. They talked about staying in shape year round and how doing so allowed for them, allowed for them to have opportunities that other bodybuilders didn't have. Shawn Ray, I believe Frank Zane, there was a few other guys I've heard. They talked about how they made it their mission, instead of bulking up in the off season and getting fat, putting on too much body fat, looking sloppy, they made it their mission to be bodybuilders and to be in shape year round, because they wanted to have the best opportunity to be put in magazines, to get booked for photo shoots, guest poses and stuff like that. And if you aren't familiar with bodybuilding, that's basically how bodybuilders, I'm not really sure about now, but back in the day, that's how they would make their money. You know, they would compete, but then they'd also have like magazine covers, they'd have guest poses, expositions and stuff. So basically they got paid directly off their image. So the best ones wanted to make sure that they stayed in shape year round, because they knew that they'd make more money, that they'd open themselves up for opportunities by staying in shape year round. I believe Shawn Ray was talking about how a lot of, not a lot of, but sometimes a bodybuilder might be booked for like a magazine photo shoot and they might call out. And Shawn Ray said that every time that, like, specifically it was for Flex magazine, which I believe he's the most popular Flex magazine bodybuilder of all time. I believe he has the most covers. He said every time a bodybuilder would cancel on like a Flex magazine cover, he'd get the call, because the photographer knew that he'd always be in shape, and that, you know, he didn't need any like 2 weeks advance notice or whatever. He was always ready to get a cover because he always stayed in shape. And that's the same mindset that we need to have just as like regular like fitness folks, right? Using our physique to better our life means that we need to stay ready so that we don't have to get ready. You know, the harsh reality is, for a lot of us, we missed out on opportunities throughout our lifetime because we weren't in shape and we weren't looking our best. Like, I'm just being real with you guys, bro. Like, it might have been like 2 years ago, you probably, it's funny, bro. Like 2 years ago, on a random Tuesday, you might have been at Walmart or at Target, and you might have seen a chick, or you might have seen somebody you wanted to approach, but you didn't, because you knew that you weren't in shape and that you weren't looking your best. Or 3 years ago, or 1 year ago, or 6 months ago, there might have been a time where there might have been somebody at your job that came through, where if you would have looked a little better, you would have looked a little bit more presentable, you would have looked a little bit more put together, they might have sparked a conversation with you, and that might have opened the door for you. And a lot of you guys might be like, oh, that's extreme, you know, but I'm telling you guys, the importance of being in shape, the importance of being attractive, being put together, and staying like that year round, you will have so many more opportunities open for you. And it's not just about bodybuilding, but we're using that as a perfect example, guys. A few guys I've listened to, they said they had to stay in shape year round because they never knew what opportunity. I believe even Robbie Robinson, this is another great example, guys. Robbie Robinson, who was a golden era bodybuilder, talked about staying in shape year round. And he, after he got done bodybuilding, he was somewhere out the country, and he ended up being, you guys can look this up too, he was interviewed for this, he ended up being like some type of security for like these women. I believe it was like some escorts. He was security for like these escorts to help them go deposit their money in like some foreign country. And I believe the area was called like the red light district. I don't know what that is. It's like some spicy shit. You guys can go look it up. But I remember the lady, he said the ladies were intrigued by him and thought that he would be a good security guard, a good like bodyguard for them because he was still in shape. Now imagine if he would have let himself go after his competition because, oh, I'm not competing, so I don't need to be in shape. He probably would have never got that opportunity. And he said that at the time he did need some money. So that opportunity not only gave him a job, but more importantly, it put money in his pocket, right? He potentially would have lost out on money if he wasn't in shape. That's exactly what happens to a lot of people. So it's not just about bodybuilding, guys. It's about everyday life. You have to understand, by you going through these times where you're in shape and times where you're out of shape, like, oh, it's summer, so I'm gonna be in shape. But in the winter, you stop taking care of yourself, where you're potentially missing out on business opportunities and on dating opportunities when you do that. And this is why I preach to you guys the importance of staying in shape year round. So this is just a short audio. I hope you guys are paying close attention to what I'm saying, because a lot of people, they don't stay in shape year round and they miss out on opportunities. And you can separate yourself, number one, from other people, and number two, you can put yourself in the best position to be able to acquire as many opportunities that may come your way when you stay in shape year round. So this is just a little short audio. I'm finna get into this gym and go box right now. So I'm finna end this audio, but I hope you guys paid attention, man. If you guys do need my help getting in shape and staying in shape year round, go ahead and check the description. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later today for one more video. I hope you guys really took heed to this message, because this is something that's very important. And this is something that a lot of people don't understand is costing them a lot of opportunities in their life, y'all. This is Randall Branch Media. Again, check the description if you need some help. Also follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.